was stalking Julian. They were there last night waiting.
Hold on. Who are they?
I don't know, but we need an alert.
That's an excerpt from The Sinner.
Who's applauding right now?
That's everybody applauding the fact that voice in the center. All
Okay.
right, everybody is applauding here.
In the room, it's really happening.
Because you've done it again, too, man. You're part of another fantastic project. And for our listeners who've been promoting that you're going to be on the show all day, especially our movie junkie over here, DB, has been really excited. I'm going to let him run down the litany of accomplishments that you've had in your career. Would you, DB?
Yeah, the first time I became familiar with Bill was when he played Lone Star in Spaceballs with Mel Brooks, John Candy.
Classic. Schwartzing it up.
Yeah, schwartzing it up. He brought the shorts with us today. Then he played Thomas J. Whitmore in President Thomas J. Whitmore in Independence Day, which at one point was the second highest grossing film in the world of all time.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
So
what was number one?
Jurassic Park.
Oh,
yeah.
Classic.
Jeff
Yeah.
Goldberg.
Yeah.
Bloom was in
But
both,
it was
right?
the highest grossing film of 1996, so you did get that record. Yeah,
Okay,
there you go.
Congratulations, you got a record,
All right,
brother.
now-
It doesn't stop here, though.
Okay, so all day I've been telling them that my favorite movie actually wasn't one of those two. It was a different one. Serpents and the Rainbow. Oh. If you haven't seen this movie and you like horror films, you got to see this film. Yeah. Voodoo, crazy stuff, nightmares.
Don't bury me. I'm not dead.
Exactly.
You know, buried alive in a coffin. Zakes Mokai, you know,
With the nail in the chair, that whole.
Not that he remembers this. Go ahead. What else you got? Go ahead. This is fun.
And now he's starring in The Sinner, Bill Pullman.
There it is. Oh, Bill, man.
It's radio. I got to tell people there's really clapping going on.
No. We're really here, man.
Narrating that. It's looking good. Feeling good.
Hey, when you hear all of these things, like, because as he was naming them, it was like surprising to you to know that you did all of these things. Do you keep a record of it, or is it just you're working throughout the years?
Yeah, I try. I think always people want to know how many things, and but you work with people who've worked in a lot more things, but. It's a great privilege to, still be at it.
Still be at it, right?
Right. Getting the best parts right now. I know they did a Western that came out last year called The Ballad of Lefty Brown. And love that. And doing The Sinner, which is such an interesting character, probably more complex than anything. And I've never done really television where you got to show up year after year, or at least 2 years. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But
what about Ambrose is more complex than other characters you play?
Well, you're living in the moment. You don't know the scripts. You haven't seen them yet. I'm so used to that, and you just try to. But he is a guy who's conflicted. He's a little tortured, but he's keeping it, trying to keep on the rails and not act out too much, and try to help other people. And so he sees and empathizes with these people that have done bad things, and they don't know quite why or what, and. Why did it happen in this season? Why did this kid? He's 13 years old and he poisoned his parents. Why did that happen? What kind of things go on? And you think one thing, and then you have to think, oh, it's another, and then that changes, and so it's a puzzle that keeps getting
Piece
together.
Unhinged.
Thank you for helping me.
Damn, but I was going to see how your improv game was. Like, he's going to find it. He's going to find the word.
I'm not swaying. I'm jerking.
You're jerking right now. Hey, I like that. Wait a minute. No, I don't.
No.
Wait a minute. Pause. Say it there.
I want to be sway.
I want to be Bill. Mel Brooks. What was it like working with Mel Brooks, bro?
Oh my God!
What's his mind like? Like off, when the camera's not on. How does he tick?
Yeah, people use the word genius real loosely, but I've often thought back, and I think when he comes out of a power nap at lunch, and he would get up and say, "Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to change it all around." It's just like you watch somebody who really is so skilled and so instinctively kind of finding like choices that are unexpected and everything. I think he's a genius.
He's genius, right? Yeah. Genius. DB, you want the what's going on?
No, I was just going to say, because we're talking about some of the people that you work with, and you also started in The Equalizer with Denzel. So, I mean, like, is he one of those people that you got to really bring your A game?
Yeah. He's very I always love the fact that his father is a preacher, and there's something in him that makes me feel like I'm a little bit at church sometimes, when he just starts laying out what a person has to do, how you have to live. He's got a code inside him, so in between takes, he's talking about different things, and he's a very focused man. He's not trivial, not a lot of petty talk, but he gets right down to it. And I always hear that little bit of church in him that I love. It's so great and important for young people. He's so good with kids and everything. And that young actor that's in Equalizer 2 is a great actor. And I think you see, I mean, his game was great because I think Denzel really wanted him to succeed in that role. So.
Bill Pullman is here, ladies and gentlemen.
It's so funny that you brought up about Denzel's father, because we all have the information that your dad, we don't know if it's true or not, was a physician, and your mom was a nurse. And it's like you grew up sort of like with parents in the, well, not sort of, your parents were in the medical field. None of that rubbed off on you?
Well, I know. I was 6 or 7 children, so by the time it got to me, they didn't care what I did as long as I stayed alive.
Stay alive. Just stay alive.
Go for it, But and I have brothers and sisters that are doctors and everything like that, so I didn't have to do it. I went to have fun, and I got to have. But they're very principled, I think the way that they the Hippocratic Oath is a great thing. You got to treat everybody the same. You're selfless, and they're what it's all about. And they're very generous and everything. So, and my mother always said, you can always draw the circle a little wider. You think somebody's your enemy, you think he's the other, draw it a little wider, get him inside the circle.
That's game right there.
I love that.
Mother, game. We got Ryan on the line from Indiana. Go ahead, Ryan. Say hello to Bill.
What's poppin', family? Hey, Bill, family. Happy Tuesday to all of y'all, man.
Same to you, Ryan.
Yeah.
Yo, Bill, Serpent in the Rainbow, let me just say this. It's only 3 horror movies that legitimately frighten me. Like, I even to this day, I have to watch that with the lights on.
Did you have a fear of getting buried alive?
Yeah, I have a fear of everything that took place in that movie.
Yeah. The voodoo.
And you are also a part of my childhood, from Casper to Independence Day. Like, people don't talk about you the way that they need to.
No, I appreciate that, Ryan. Yeah.
I think we're missing probably one of the most impactful movies, I think, in your career. Nobody's really bringing it up, and I think it's up to me to do it. Sleepless in Seattle. Big round of applause.
Oh, yeah.
I was a rom-com guy, dude. Come on, man. Meg Ryan. Who else was Tom Hanks from Oakland?
Yep.
Yeah.
From Oakland?
I'm from Oakland, by the way.
Just throw that in there.
People still come up to you. People talk about that movie. Nobody brought that up.
You know what? I played Walter in Sleepless in Seattle, who had asthmas, and he, was supposed to marry Meg Ryan, and then Tom Hanks came in the middle of it all, and there was a lot of feeling like, that Walter was like discardable and everything, but there was a lot of ways in which suddenly now I've been reading a few things, and people send me things. Did you see that? Where they go, why did she pick Tom Hanks?
Yeah,
Walter. Man. She could have, he had asthma, but he was a good choice, and people overlooked him. But that was a great experience with Nora Ephron. It was great, amazing. Before. There were a lot of female directors. She made the stories. She told them, and she directed over and over again. Worked with her a couple of times. She was, one of those people that really made me think more thoughtfully about characters and everything. When we started, she gave me a book about Teddy Roosevelt, the David McDonough book, and that was Teddy Roosevelt had asthmas. So it was like you're playing this guy, but hey. President of the United States had asthma, and he overcame it, and so it was good.
Was that book helpful for playing that role?
Just the inspiration of the feeling like it was the fact that she really. It was it's a really well-researched book, and but
he didn't read it. Bill.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yo, I'm dying.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I could feel I was being put into the pen, my head was in the stockyard. He caught me. I tried to run. I tried to look the other way. I said, "Don't go this way."
Just drop it again.
It's all good, Bill. I'll switch it up for you. I'm wondering, has your approach to characters evolved from like the first time you picked up to the script to the last time? Has there just been changes in the way that you take on a character?
You know, I think it's so amazing to have YouTube now. Oh my gosh, you know, the research is so accessible. You used to have to, you know, I mean, I still I had to have a limp in this Western that I did, and I would follow people that had limps and take my phone out and film. But then you realize I can go on YouTube. I don't have to do that stuff anymore.
Be a creep.
They might turn around and see me videoing their limp and go, "Are you making fun of my limp?" You know, it's terrible. Jeez. But you can. I had to be an epileptic in the thing, and you can see videos that girlfriends take of their boys. Yeah, he's going down right now. He's got an epileptic fit right now, and it's amazing.
It's amazing.
He's
Right.
going down right now.
He's going down. It's going on. Let's make a contact.
Wow.
All right, we got David on the line from Massachusetts. What up,
David,
David?
what's
Hey,
poppin'?
David.
How's it going, guys?
Doing great.
Listen to it all the time.
Thank you, man.
I grew up on watching.
Wait, hold on. Hey, David, turn your radio down for me. We're getting a lot of
On my
feedback.
radio. Hold on,
All right, unless you got us on speaker. Go ahead. I just want to hear it clear.
Better?
Yeah, go ahead. Say hi to Bill. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hi, David.
How's it going, Bill?
Good.
Yeah, we started watching these shows and your movies. I'm telling you, Independence Day, their speech made me want to fly into an alien ship. That thing was inspired. It was good. It was good, man. We love it.
Did he say Independence Day made him want to go out and shoot an alien ship?
Just fly a ship into an alien or something like that. Be a pilot. I don't know.
That's it. You know, if there are aliens coming at us, I'm going to David.
There we
Go
go.
to David. There it is.
Yeah,
Hey, you and Will maintain a relationship, Will Smith?
You know, I'm always amazed that, you know, I was doing a radio junket, you know, one of those things where you sit in a room and, you know, you got to get up at 4 in the morning and deal with, and you're just one after another, and after another. And I was on some, you know, Arizona, and they guys, hey, well, guess what? You know, we're going to put you on with Will. You know, it's just he was doing a junket, and now we want to put you on with him. And guy started in. I go, that's a pretty goddamn good imitation of Will Smith. And wait a minute, it was Will.
It was Will.
Yeah. And he said, hey, Pullman's coming on. Let's talk. You know, let's talk on air. I was waiting until he's up, and then I couldn't believe it was him. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I realized that a lot of times, like, I think, you know how you don't really get to your emails? And you just said that, and I'm remembering I'm supposed to do a clip for his birthday that's a fundraiser, and I haven't done it yet. So.
Oh, come on, Bill. Come on.
No, it's a huge thing. It's a huge fundraiser because he's supposed to be like skydiving in like the Grand Canyon.
It's the skydiving one.
That's the big one, man.
Yeah, I gotta show up. I can't be just. I know I'm on Sway's show. I'm feeling guilty.
Man, look, you should do it right now with your phone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll hold you accountable.
Yeah. Tracy could film it.
Yeah.
You got your phone?
I got my phone.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's do it.
look, come on, baby.
Okay, let's just say,
Put it on
because this is.
camera, Tracy.
Or maybe you could.
Yeah.
Yo, you
It's a
can
better
I gotta have it.
angle.
Okay, come on. Heather, get in this.
Will,
Hey, happy birthday, Will.
Will, happy birthday! And
Happy
I'm supposed
birthday.
to have done this a long time ago. I hope it makes the deadline, and I hope that when you jump out of the plane that you live. But Sway here
Yeah.
reminded me of my duties in life, and he's the reason why it's happening.
This is why I have the B, and then Will, if you survive the jump, come be on the show Sway in the morning, man. That's
Yeah.
all right, man. Oh, man, Will. Happy birthday,
Yeah.
Will. There you
Happy
go, man.
birthday, man.
There you go.
It's done.
There you go, man.
I love that.
All you got to do is email it to him now. That's the hard part.
I'm gonna come here every week to
Anytime.
remember what I have to be doing in life.
Okay, so real quick before you go, Detective Harry Ambrose is here. The series is the center, the season 2 finale. Before you go though, Bill, we prepared a game for you, man. You know, and often when we have the legends, the icons like you walk in the building, we like to do this game called
Know Your Role.
And I quote, you know your damn role.
You've been in the business for quite a while. Let's see if you can remember some of the characters that you played. This is Know Your Role on Sway in the Morning.
Good luck, Bill.
All right, so I picked some characters. Now, these are all from films that you've done, okay? Picked some characters. You got to tell me what movie it was from, all right?
Oh, my God.
First one, Ed Masterson.
Oh, that was the Wyatt Earp.
You are correct, sir.
That's one of my favorite movies.
Off to a good start already. All right.
A lot of great ones,
Yeah.
brother.
Bat, I'm shot. I said that and I died.
At least you lasted longer than The Grudge. All right. Senator Ralph Yarborough.
Oh, that was LBJ.
You are correct.
Yes.
2
yeah,
for 2.
with Woody Harrelson, being a pain in his butt.
Yeah.
Jack Wells.
What? Jack Wells
Yep.
is not coming to me right now. Jack Wells. I'm thinking of Jack Kramer, who I played in Battle of the Sexes. I've been Jack. Jack was in Sleep While You Were Sleeping? No, because we never know the last names. I was Jack and While You Were Sleeping.
It was an animal in a body of water.
Lake Placid.
Yeah,
There
you're
you go.
correct. All right,
Oh my God.
All right.
Damn, you were in that.
Really wasn't. I thought I saw Betty White up there at the Emmys. I go, but she was swearing it up in Lake Placid.
She's
I
killing
remember,
it.
Yeah.
All right, Dr. James Harvey.
Dr. James Harvey, was that Singles? No, I was Jameson. I was Dr. Jameson in Singles. They're close.
Give him a clue, DB.
Paranormal.
Brain Dead. No, Paranormal. I am brain dead.
You were chasing a very friendly person.
He can have it wrong. Man.
All right, Casper. Damn it.
Casper. Oh my! What was the name of the guy?
Dr. James Harvey.
Dr. James Harvey. Jeez, my father's name, James. I didn't even remember that. This is a scary game.
This is the last one, though. But you're doing great. You're doing great. You only lost. We missed one.
Yeah.
And the other 3 we
All right,
carried.
let's get best out of 5. Raymond Kruger.
Oh my God, Ray! I was Ray once in my life. It's just, Kruger wasn't a serial killer.
You were right about that. Well, it's American Ultra.
American Ultra. Oh yeah,
All
Ray
right.
Kruger. Yeah.
And there you have it, man. Give it up for Bill Pullman, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much.
Hey, man, I hope you had a good time, man.
I did, and you took care of my professional obligation.
There you go.
That was so immediate.
Yeah, come on, man. That's the day and age we in, man. Just get it done.
Get it done.
Send it off. You
Yeah.
know, Willa be happy.
Yeah,
You know,
and there were 3 of us.
Yeah, Heather, yes.
I like the way,
Yes.
You saw me
Bill,
right
thank you.
in, right?
Thank you for coming
You
by,
were there
too.
to
Give a
nudge
big round of applause.
Thank